Good evening, people of the internet, and welcome to what must be the fourth episode of Let's Play Mac OS X, where we're playing Civilization 5, specifically the 1066 Viking conquest campaign, where we are fighting for control of England as the Normans of France, against the English, the Danes, and the Norwegian Vikings. We got off to a bit of a rocky start, but doing pretty well now after a pretty effective session last time, where we managed to take over Ipswich, Thetford, Northampton, Oxford, Warwick, Bristol and Warham. And so now, and as you can see, we've finished the Shire Court in Exeter, and we only need to take over one more city, like Norwich, in order to have enough Shire Courts, but we do still have to build them in time, which might be difficult for places like Ipswich, which, as you can see, is going to take 58 turns in its current condition. So I think we might be able to do it, but we'll have to see. We might be able to get it done in this episode, because after we've taken Norwich, we don't really have to spend any time fighting, which is what takes up the most time. So yeah, let's get on with it. I don't know where to start. Start in Thetford, since it's under attack by Danish swordsmen. I've turned the sound on the actual game up again a bit, because it's still quite quiet, but because I'm recording my voice through a microphone, which picks up my voice fine, but doesn't pick up the game so well. And I tried running the sound straight into QuickTime, which is what I'm using to record the audio and the screen with, but when I did that, I couldn't hear the game, so that's no good. So if anyone has a solution or a suggestion to that issue, I want to be able to hear my voice, the game, while I'm recording, and I want them both to be recorded. And if I could do it directly, then that would be good, because I'm sure that just turning up the volume of the game actually is kind of too loud to play with for me, but it probably also gets distorted if you need to turn it up. So yeah, it's not ideal, but since this is the first playthrough so far, I thought I'd just see what it's like with this. So surrounding Norwich here to start fighting them. We should be able to take them over fairly quickly. They're pretty much undefended except for they use pikemen here. Shouldn't be too much of a match for us. The only thing is that now this is the closest city to Denmark, so it'd be the easiest one for them to send reinforcements to, which could be a problem, but hopefully won't be. So let's see, I took the Great Artist, but we didn't get to keep him. Oh well, hopefully I won't lose those knights, because they're more important. Okay, let's see. So this is probably Stamford, which, as you can tell by the purple outline, is occupied by Norway at the moment, and it looks like England's trying to take it back. So I'm not going to interfere straight away, because if they're fighting amongst themselves, it makes my job a bit easier in the future. So I'm just going to get some units up around it to surround them, so that I can quickly and effectively capture it without too much loss. I'm also going to send this knight north to see what's going on up here. It looks like we'll have Coventry and Stafford, and where else? There's Stafford. Oh dear. It's not the best place for our knights to finish, but we'll survive, hopefully. Cool, all looks good. So 26 turns left, we've got one Shire Court so far. Let's see how close the others are to finishing. Warham is going to take 15 turns, but probably this population growth will actually reduce that by another turn. So that's fine, we don't have to worry about them too much. This farm will help as well with that. Bristol is currently going to take too long, but what I might do is buy these hills and put mines on them, which are the best thing for production, because you can buy tiles within a certain radius of your city, like this, which I'll do when I've got a spare worker, and that way that's much cheaper than buying a workshop in Bristol, which we would probably be best off saving for Warwick or Norwich, because we won't have as much time to build improvements on the tiles around them. So let's get on to the next turn. Those archers have recovered their health. Oh, lagging a bit. That's the only time this game ever really lags, is during the end of turn, this sequence. So Danes are actually retreating now. Oh, sending in a general. That's weird. Yokes. Okay, new worker from St. Valerie. I'm going to send them up to London. Maybe I should send them to Ipswich, but oh well. Send this one to Ipswich. It'll take quite a long time to get there. Concentrate on here still. That should be enough, let's see, to take over Norwich next turn. We've got the pikes to storm the castle with, and hopefully one catapult, oh dear, and 4 crossbows is enough to take them with. 5 crossbows. So I'm going to send this knight to Stamford, and we can start concentrating on Stamford now. So I just promoted these knights to be sentries, which increases their visibility range, which is why they suddenly revealed some of the fog. Just gonna let them heal. Okay, I'm gonna close in on Stamford now. I'm not sure whether that mine is going to count as a hill. No, it doesn't say that there's a hill, so it shouldn't do. And send those guys up there. Send them there. They can't get close enough, so maybe I'll send them towards Oxford, which will be ready to take over at some point. I'm actually gonna, I think, start these places just making money so that we'll be able to buy more territory, more workers, and more production buildings, which will be essential basically in getting everything built in time. Okay, let's end that there. I might even start selling off some of the units we've got, because as you can see, we're losing 20 gold every turn because of the size of our army. So we could be making at least 65 coins a turn if we sold some of our army. Obviously we can't sell everything because then we'd be defenseless. But you also get some money for disbanding units while they're on your territory. So yeah, it could be a good idea. Maybe in like 5 turns when I've taken over Stamford, Stafford and Norwich, because then there's no one really to pose much of a threat against us. And this way, if we end up building 2 more Shire courts than we need, it wouldn't matter if we lost 2 cities because of our selling off stuff. Cool, Wareham is getting along nicely. Yeah, at this point we've definitely got all the units we need. So let's see if we can take Norwich this turn. We're going to use all the units on the left first so that we can save these 2 to attack that boat if we need to. Right, I'm not going to risk that. I'm just going to go with that. There we go, got Norwich. So we can capture that general. Yep. Good. I'm just going to send him up here so that we can see if any ships are coming. Looks like Stamford will be ours this turn as well. Yep. Take care of those catapults. Good. So yeah, this is the third tier of upgrades for catapult. You can choose between cover, which gives you a defensive bonus, which is quite good because when you are besieging a city, typically that's what the damage you're going to be getting is range damage, because it will be coming from the city's defences and whatever they've got garrisoned. Or you can have fortified, a bonus against fortified units, and that counts for units that are in forts, like Motte and Baileys, or just general forts. And these two are the standard damage bonuses for open or rough terrain. So we'll go with cover. I don't know what that noise is, but it's up here. Okay, Stafford then. Oh, Nottingham's right there. And it's kind of weak by the looks of it. It's being attacked. So I might go oh yeah, it's being attacked by Norway. So I'm going to send some troops towards that. Danish catapult over there. So it looks like the last of the English army. So England probably has Nottingham, Stafford. Damn it. Because this is the coast goes around here. So there's no more cities in this area. But Nottingham, Stafford, and I think Coventry up here. And then on this side will be all the Welsh city-states. You can see the border of one of them there. City-states have... oh no, well, you can't really see that well, so I'll show you later. They have dashed borders rather than solid ones. Okay, what else have we got? That'll probably do. Money as well. 25% of the gold production. 25% of the city's production points convert to gold. So right now we could actually buy 3 workshops. So Norwich, they're both really small cities. You can see they've got a population of 1 and 3. So it's going to take a long time for those to build what they need to, if they're without any help. So yeah, definitely going to need to buy at least 4 workshops, and at the moment we can afford 3. So what I might do right now, purchase one in Ipswich. That's good, but it will need to be quicker than that as well, actually, because London, how long will London take right now? Still 10 turns to make the Doomsday Book. Hopefully that population increase will help. But okay, let's carry on to the next turn. Or try to anyway. This is probably the last of the English army up here. I haven't seen any more longswordsmen or longbowmen for a while, so they are probably out of allies and on the last legs, and we just lost a knight. That's not cool. Norway is not happy with us. safe to say that Norway is a bit pissed, in fact. So I'm going to buy that, send these guys over there, build a mine or a quarry. I'm just going to turn the volume down a little bit because it's a bit too loud for me. Send these guys to Ipswich. And let's see. I'm actually going to buy this tile for London and build a mine there. Mines are the best production boosters. I'm going to send these guys to Warwick. Help out with Warwick. Let's do something about these counter-attacking forces who killed my knight. It's quite good in this scenario. All the roads have been built already, so when you actually start using all this captured territory, you don't have to worry about like mobilizing, particularly because it's kind of taken care of for you, which is good. Whoa, lost the mouse there. I'm going to leave those guys here just to keep an eye on what's going on the coast in case Denmark suddenly mounts a surprise attack on us, which we don't want to happen. Okay. It's a bit risky sending them there, but I'm going to do it. And to defend them, I will send. I'm going to risk sending these knights out in the hope that there aren't any more. That's a pretty bad move actually. City, crossbows, 2 pike units. Okay, we can't build anything else to help with London's production, so I'm going to build a worker, and then after that I'm going to set them to gold production. Winchester. I'm going to put them to a worker won't really get anywhere in that amount of time to put on wealth. Doesn't make much difference, but it's better than nothing. Okay, let's go. Next turn. Pretty sure that horse sounded like a cow just then. Good, they haven't gone for my knights, they've gone for my pikemen. Which is what we always want. The world's most well-fed people. So this is a count of how much food they produce a turn, which is basically how many farms they have. Also, and the ratio of that to how many what their population is. So in terms of how much food they produce in excess of what they actually need. So Denmark produces loads because they don't have any other territories right now, I don't think, except for Denmark. We produce a decent amount because we've got the most land, but we've probably also got the highest population. Norway is producing an alright amount, and England is still somehow producing enough because probably they've only got 3 cities. So I was building those mines to help with our production points. See, Stamford's going to take 63 turns as it stands. So I'm going to buy a workshop for them right now. And I'm going to assign a specialist. So that's taken the count down to 20. And hopefully assigning a specialist take it down even more. Which is good. I'm going to check everywhere that we need to. So these places that I'm making gold, I'm going to set them, their markets specialists to work, so that they produce even more gold, hopefully. That's Dover, can stay what it's doing. Chichester, Exeter, wait, yep, good. London has the workshop on. Winchester, turn the market on. Warham, turn the workshop on as well. That's brought it down to 7 turns. Ipswich, 9 turns. Okay, Bristol doesn't have a whatchamacallit yet, but they're actually doing fairly well. So Warwick only needs 18 turns, that's pretty good. It's because they've got lots of forest around them. Norwich. Okay, we don't know how long it's going to take yet because they're still in revolt or resistance because they're not happy with us for taking them over. So let's finish with Nottingham now. Music's so dramatic. It reminds me of Fantasia. I hope at least one person who watches this gets that reference. Ah, there's a forest in the way so they can't shoot the... Good stuff. So I've got to deal with these leftovers around the edge, stragglers. And this guy here. Huh? He didn't expect it at all. Okay, now I'm going to bring these guys back to Stamford to recover. And I'm going to send in... I'm going to surround Lincoln. Or start to anyway. Those guys can just wait there, keep an eye on things, send them there. It's a good observation point. Whoa, they can go there. Oh, that's good. So we should be able to see if any Danes come posing a threat. Can build a farm for Ipswich, which will take 4 turns. Okay, London. Build a lumber yard for them. So we're doing that just because the Doomsday Book is a wander. You can't speed it up. You can only do it at the speed that it will take. So we need to make sure that London can cope with that and it can actually build it quick enough. Because time is going to be pretty tight when we've finally got all the Doomsday Courts ready. But we should be able to do it. I'm confident that we're going to manage it somehow. It does make a big difference having roads. Okay, so we've got some workers arrived in Warwick to help speed up their production. Let's end this turn. Oh, Stafford's got some reinforcements there. So we don't really need to take over these cities, but I'm going to just to make sure we have like an insurance in case they all suddenly manage to lead an attack on the rest of our cities, the ones we actually do need to keep. Could do with a catapult here though. Like this one. Okay, Lincoln. Could do with some cavalry to take care of those guys, really. Ooh, that'll do it. Or not quite. Okay, they can hang out there for a minute. Good. So let's just check. 6 turns. We will have 2 Doomsday Courts. 8 we will have 3. 11 we'll have 4. 12 we'll have 5. And then 17 we'll have 6. So we need to speed that one up. Definitely. So I'm going to buy oh, watermill. What's better, watermill or a workshop? Watermill's cheaper. So I'm going to buy a watermill for them because they don't need it as bad and we've got these workers that will help, and in 3 turns they'll have a population boost, which will also help. So Norwich and Stamford we need to speed up by like 3 turns each, probably, to be on the safe side. Hopefully some of these villages will be done and we can send them up to those places. Yeah. Send this guy up to Norwich. Oh, well that's just silly. Ah. Poor little pikemen. That was already goofy death noise. Come on, you can survive night. Nope. Well, that'll save us on upkeep costs. That was loud. Okay, let's send this dude up to Stamford. Help out up there. This guy can build a lumber mill for London. This guy can build a farm for London, since he is quite far down the country. He won't make it very far in time. Okay, let's concentrate on Lincoln for a minute. Excuse me. Okay, so Lincoln we can't take this turn. We could do with some more pikemen or something to help out there, because if those guys die we've got nothing to capture it with, except for that horseman. Probably get there. Maybe. Let's have a go at Stafford. Don't have any. Oh, we've got 1 catapult here. I'm just going to disband these guys because they're not going to get anywhere useful in time, and we'll get a bit of money for them as well because they're all at full health. And that'll contribute to the cost of buying a workshop or a worker or something if we need to. Which we probably will need to. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to send them there. Send these guys to chase them down. Send them there. Okay. These guys are going to send up, because we might need them to take Lincoln. Choose a production in Dover, money, and let's also set their market on to give us a money boost. So we've actually got enough to buy another workshop right now, and we'll pretty quickly be able to buy another worker. So, if we wait like 5 turns, we'll be able to buy a what do we call it? Workshop. Cool. End that turn. No biggie. That's annoying. But luckily our horse, this unit of knights, has recovered, so even if those pikemen die, we should be able to get there in time to take over Lincoln. But I might even retreat this unit so we can get there quicker. So let's focus on Lincoln right now. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull out this unit, which should enable, yeah, the knight to get there in time. Should have another crack with this catapult to be sure they can win. And there we go, Lincoln is ours. Send those guys back to safety. Let's get Lincoln working on a Doomsday Court, even though we now definitely have enough in the pipeline. And let's get Stafford. Okay, so we won't get Stafford this turn, but next turn we should be able to. I can't remember what time I started this recording at. I'm doing this like routinely now, forgetting how long I've been recording for. I'm going to assume that it's been about half an hour? I don't really know. Okay. So, I need to make sure we're staying in the territory of London when we're building stuff. With these guys. Okay. So now I've got a lot more soldiers than we need. Let's have this guy head into Norwich. Build a farm there or something. This guy too. Because Ipswich is doing well. So let's see. After Stafford, we don't really need to take anyone else. York is up here, and York's very hard to take because it's surrounded by forest and hills. So it's difficult to get soldiers in close enough. And yeah, there's not really much point. So I'm going to start disbanding my catapults because we don't need them anymore, he says. I hope we don't need them anymore. Okay, Stamford. Farm for Stamford. These guys can protect the coast. Hopefully that's pike unit strong enough to take Stafford. Should be. Okay, so that mine didn't actually help Bristol out that much. So I'm going to buy the tile next to it, build another mine. Okay. Let's see, London. Let's build another farm, I guess. Disband them. Oh wait, I'm going to heal them up first, and then we'll disband them. don't know if the distance from the capital contributes to the rate you get for disbanding them. I was getting... No, I don't think it does. Oh yeah, so there you go. This is the border of one of the Welsh city-states. As you can see, it's dashed rather than solid, which is how you know it's a city-state. And then it's the white section will be a different colour for different city-states. Okay. We've got Stafford. So I'm going to keep a few crossbow units to defend our northern border, but I'm not going to bother attacking York because there's no point. I'm going to send these guys just to see what's happening in Coventry. Yeah, I'll disband this. Yep. Oh look, there's some English long swordsmen. How much can we get for disbanding a knight? 27. Do it. I'm going to keep this catapult. Oh. Cool, Ipswich is only going to take 5 turns now, which is fine. Norwich is going to take 9. Stamford 8. So I'm just going to have a look. Let's see. Warren will be done in 3. Ipswich in 5. Stamford and Norwich in 9, but that'll actually be done in less because when the population goes up it should increase the production rate as well. So I'm going to send these guys to Stamford because that one definitely needs to hurry up. So we'll have, I just want to count, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have 4 done, and then if I build by a mill or something, a workshop here, we'll increase it by a bit, down to 6 turns, and then yeah, okay, we'll wait another turn before I do anything else. Exeter can go to wealth, and excuse me, yeah, that's good. Oh wait, doesn't have a market, so we can't turn its specialist on. Warwick has a workshop, let's turn that on. Doomsday Court in 5 turns. Norwich, 6 turns, good. Stamford already has a market. I mean a workshop. As does Lincoln. Let's turn their workshop on. Okay, good. What's this? Where are you? Here. Gonna keep these guys for Coventry, because then that'll be the last of England. It'll be impossible to take over Denmark and Norway's native territory because it's so far away. London, okay. So we'll take 10 turns to do the Doomsday Book. Let's just go into the detailed view and see their workshop is working. So those aren't useful to us now, really. So what I might do is I'll turn the workshop off, which will increase the food, which will increase the rate at which the population will grow, which, when we are ready to build the Doomsday Book, will increase our production then, and we can switch back to the workshop. So I'm going to set them on making money. I'll do like 2 more turns maybe. Although the turns will get quicker now because we're not going to be doing so much fighting. Actually, something you can do, which might be worth doing here, is oh, they hadn't finished building that fucking lumber mill. Right. Oh look, those longswordsmen have just sailed straight into range of our crossbows. Just good of them. An enemy is near somewhere. Let's see what that is. Ah, barbarians. Oh well, doesn't really matter. We don't need to worry about them. So yeah, London's going to increase its population in 2 turns. Okay, so yeah, this is what I was talking about. Free workers. Oh, it's Chester, not Coventry. Say what you will about my geography. Finish off what is probably one of, if not the last unit in the English army that's roaming around, except for this crossbow unit here. They can just chill out there. It's quite good to keep some horses, just because they can get around quickly if you find you need some soldiers all of a sudden. Okay, so we should be able to defend ourselves with those units, and then yeah. So that's good. That might even finish next turn because of the population boost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in 5 turns we'll have 4 more ready, and Stamford, when this farm is ready, hopefully that will contribute to population growth there. Could buy a market there, which could help, possibly. I mean a granary. Increase the food. Yeah. Oh wait, what's the forge do? No. Oh, actually, that would increase the production by 1. It's quite expensive. I'm going to do a granary, and then 8 turns it'll grow, but this farm will actually make that sooner. Okay, next turn. That's probably those bandit barbarians again. Just going to heal these guys up because we don't need them in the long run anymore, particularly. Right, they can just hang out there. Send them back to safety. They finished that lumber yard. Wonder if that's enough to... Oh, it's gone up. Oh, shut the workshop off. And disband this unit of pikemen. Okay, this knight I'll send up towards Chester. Oh yeah, see, Chester is now the English capital, which probably means it's all they've got left. So I'm going to send Warwick will finish in 3 turns. There's not much point building anything there. Don't know if this unit can actually get anywhere in time. Send them to Stamford, I suppose. This guy as well, I guess. Tell them to start there. Okay, sell this. Sell this. I'll keep those just in case we need them to take over Chester. Those guys keep building a farm. They can stay there. They can build their farm. See if we can finish with Chester. Well, we won't be able to take it this turn because we probably can't get anyone close enough, but see if we can do enough damage to theoretically take it. No, we wouldn't have been able to anyway, so that's okay. Warham has finished its court. Let's turn their market on and turn off their workshop. So they're making 13 gold a turn, which is good. We're nearly making 100 gold a turn in total now. So I'm going to find the slowest. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So in 3 turns we'll have 3 more courts. Stamford's at 5. So actually we'll have all the courts we need in 5 turns. Let's see if I can build anything at Stamford that might help. A forge. Wait. Okay, that might not have helped at all. It might take a turn to come into effect, possibly, but we've gained an extra production point from that mine. I don't know if there's anything we can build in London. No. It's just a case of making sure the countryside is as useful as possible, so we'll get a population boost in 4 turns. See, this is happening so frequently because of all the farms we built around here. See, like Thetford, I've no idea, or like Dover, 21 turns, because there's no farms around them. They'll just be getting that from the forest, which naturally gives a 1 point of food, I think. So one of the I was talking before about the way that social policies work. Oh no. One of the social policy tracks is for empires that want to grow basically quickly, and it gives you, one of the perks of that particular tree is that tile improvements are built 25% quicker, which is really useful. It would be really useful in this scenario, but because social policy is turned off in this scenario, we obviously can't use it. Surprised they could actually shoot over those trees then. They must be on a slight hill. Okay, we should be able to deal with Chester this turn, and that might be the end of the English. I don't think they have, unless they took over one of the city-states, which is unlikely considering they were making allies with them all at the beginning of the game, or unless they've taken over something up there, which I doubt again, because Norway would probably have them. Yes. Huh. Cool. There we go, we beat Harold Godwinson once and for all. That doesn't mean we've won the game yet, because we still have to beat the other two teams. So presumably you could actually win this game, this particular scenario, from just beating every other, like actually exterminating every other faction. But that would be pretty difficult. But maybe not impossible, because instead of spending all your cities building courts, you'd be able to use them making troops. Maybe that's something to try when playing as Norway or something, if I play this scenario again. I think this scenario is probably hardest as England, just because you've got it from every angle. Oh look, Harald Hardrada of Norway and Sweden of Denmark have made peace with every single city-state, which is probably a good idea, because the only reason everyone was at war with the city-states was because England had allied up with them at the beginning of the game, which is probably how they were getting... Oh dear, didn't want to do that. You see, this is why it's difficult to take over York. There's marshes on every side, there's a bridge on the edge of their border, so you can't even cross into their territory from any angle quickly. And this is mountains all the way up here, or hills, so... As long as we can... We actually don't even need to hold Lincoln. It wouldn't actually matter if they managed to take over it. Because look, we've now actually got 4 Shire courts. But, let's see, Norwich is going to finish theirs in 1 turn. Stamford in 3. That might not actually give us enough time. That's a bit worrying actually. So Norwich will be fine, we don't have to worry about that, it's just whether this will take too long. Okay, so that farm will be finished in 1 turn. So will that. And that'll be finished in 2 turns. So in 2 turns we'll have 3 farms, which should hopefully make a big difference to the population, which could bring this down by a whole turn. I hope, that's kind of fingers crossed, because I can't actually buy anything more in Stamford to help out. Could try buying something in... alright, okay, actually... That... Let's see, so it's going to take 5 turns. Watermill, no difference. So I'd have to sell. I'm going to sell my catapults now. Oh yeah, and make peace with all the city-states. So they're still not very happy with us. But at least we're not at war. And then city-states will pretty much never declare war with you unless they have an ally which did. Okay. Keep them there to defend, then keep them defend. Let's see. So these guys, we're gonna receive 100 coin at the end of this turn. So we don't need to. We need to sell enough that ensures we'll have 420 next turn. So that we can buy a workshop. So we're going to set Oxford to make them gold, which makes no difference, and Bristol as well, since it definitely won't be able to build a Shire coin time, makes no difference as well. Warwick. Wealth, oh yeah, turn off the workshop. That's going to take too long. Let's go for wealth there. 13 turns is too long. Let's go for wealth. Chester, wealth, market, wealth, market. Yep. Dover. Just leave that for now. Just London. So Ipswich has finished their court. Okay, I think that's everything. So we still need to sell $20 worth of gold coins worth of. Okay, good. What's this? It's getting close. Oh dear, I might have spoken too soon when I said it was safe to sell my army. Should be okay. Doesn't matter if they take Lincoln, it only matters if they take Stamford or Nottingham. Oh, 2 turns. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Just gonna buy this. Oops. Workshop in Nottingham in the hope that it'll. I don't think it will make enough of a difference. No, it didn't. Oh well. With any luck, it won't take... Norwich can't produce money. Oh, I did the wrong button. With any luck, because London's population has grown quite a bit since I last looked at the projection for the Doomsday Book, I hope it'll actually not take... It said 13 turns when I last checked, but it has also said 9 turns. So I'm hoping that it will take 9 turns, because if that's the case, then we'll definitely win. So we'll be okay against this invasion for now. It's just pikemen who aren't very dangerous, really, as we've seen throughout the videos in this particular series. We don't really need them, do we? Send them there, why not? Okay, so next turn I'll have enough money to buy a mine there. See, same message. City-states have missions which they ask you to do, which I won't really go into too much detail about on this episode, because it doesn't really matter in this game. But generally, basically, you can do missions for city-states that can be things like attacking another faction, or defending them from being attacked, or giving them soldiers, or giving them money, or sometimes they ask all the major factions to see who can grow the most amount of money or culture or science or whatever over a certain amount of time, and then whenever you do their missions you get sometimes you get like a tangible reward, and other times you just get like an improved relationship with them, which in turn means things like they might, depending on the type of city-state, because there are lots of different types, like military or militaristic, maritime, religious, things like that, and then depending on what type of city-state they are, they'll give you a reward that kind of relates to that one. Okay, so Stamford will finish in 1 turn, and then it's just a race against time to see whether London can produce the Doomsday Book in enough time. So I'm going to switch it into production mode. 10 turns should be possible, plus a population boost in 3 turns. So I'm going to end this turn now and end the video on this next turn, and then I'll do the final 10 turns in a new episode, because I, for the life of me, can't remember when I started this episode, so I don't know how long it's been. But a 10 turn episode without much fighting should be pretty quick. So yeah, I'll deal with all of this in the next episode. So what have we done in this episode? We have taken over, beaten the English, taken over every single settlement in England except for York and Wales, which obviously is not in England. We've beaten back some Danish and Norwegian attacks, and we've built now all of our Doomsday Shire courts, which means it's time only to build the Doomsday Book and win, hopefully. But it is going to be a close bet. So, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please tune in for the finale of this short series, and you'll see whether or not the Doomsday Book was built in time, and whether the game was won or not. So yeah, tune in. Remember to like and subscribe, comment, say if you'd like, me to play any other Civilization 5 scenarios or any other games that you know are either available on Mac or cloud, or can be ported via Wineskin or Cider. And yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. See you next time. Stay classy.